Good evening, folks. Welcome to the Loft. Thank you for coming out tonight. While we're applauding, if you wouldn't mind taking a moment to give one more round of applause for the hardworking team down in our kitchen and these two lovely ladies who are bringing our food out. Thank you. And one more for Chris Miga, who's doing our sound design tonight. So thank you, Chris. I'm Bob Manley. I'm one of the co-founders of Hermit Woods Winery, and I'm really excited to be up here tonight, bringing, again, yet another amazing, talented couple people up here to perform for you, and I think it's going to be a really outstanding show, and I'm glad you could come out for it. How many of you are seeing a show at Hermit Woods for the very first time tonight? Excellent. Excellent. Welcome. And thank all the rest of you for continuing to come back and enjoy these shows. If you guys will keep coming, we will keep putting shows on for the rest of my life. This is what I love doing, so thank you. To give you a little background, you probably already figured out we were a winery first. We started, my partners, Chuck is one of my partners here. He's here tonight, and you probably met Ken. He was doing our wine tasting earlier. The three of us started this as a hobby that had gone wildly out of control about 14 years ago, and the three of us kicked myself and my wife out of my master bedroom and proceeded to turn it into a tasting room. And that was the very beginnings of Hermit Woods Winery out of my house in Samberton. And we grew it there for about 3 years, and we were bursting at the seams, and so we moved our business here to Meredith. We bought this building in 2013 and began converting it to what you see today. Over the next 10 years, we've grown this business in many different ways, not the least of which is we now are so proud to welcome Sweet Mercy. Kalen Sweet is our chef. He was the former chef and owner of Asterio Poggio in Center Harbor, and we're so glad to have him here running the ship down here in the restaurant. So that's been one of the biggest changes. And then this room itself is pretty new. We built this space in 2020 and 21, and this was an idea that came from my experience at Pittman's Freight Room 14 years ago. It was a great venue in Laconia, and it was, yes, some of you remember Pittman's. It was the best, and that was founded by a gentleman, Jonathan Lorenz, or at least the music program, and he brought a listening room to Pittman's, and I got a chance to see a show there, and I got to tell you, I was blown away. I had never seen music that way before. I'd been to bars, and I'd been to concerts, and I'd been to big shows before, but I'd never been to a place where it was a small, intimate audience, and everybody was quiet, and you could hear a pin drop when the music came down, and it was a really unique experience for me to enjoy music and art like I'd never experienced it before. And as I learned from getting to know John and the many artists that have performed in those settings, it's a unique opportunity for the artists as well. They get to have a relationship with you that they wouldn't otherwise be able to have if you were engaged with each other in conversation, and it was a different kind of show. So it's a great opportunity for all of us, guests and artists alike. So when I learned about this, I was inspired, and when I discovered this space up here, about 6 years ago, I pitched the concept to Chuck and Ken, and I said, "What do you think? Maybe we could do that here." And I reached out to John, and John was a huge help, and he brought a lot of wisdom and energy and excitement to the project. And over the next 5 years, we put this space together, and I'm really glad we did. We've been putting on shows here now for 2 years. We're probably somewhere around 80 or 90 shows on this stage, and it's been getting more and more energetic, and more people are coming out, and it's really heading in the right direction. So thank you all for making that happen. We really appreciate it. So you didn't come here to hear me talk, I'm pretty sure. I have a couple other things I wanted to mention. We do have a great show coming up on May 23rd. Maddie Ryan, she's performed here as part of our Songwriter Roundup series, and she's bringing her band. She's out of Boston, and she's a really very amazing, talented woman, really up and coming in the Boston music scene. and she'll be here on May 23rd. And then, of course, we have our songwriter roundup on the last Wednesday of every month. Katie Dobbins brings different artists to the stage from all over New England to present their music in the round in a Nashville-style songwriter roundup. So last Wednesday of every month, come on out to see the songwriter roundup. And starting in late June, we're getting into our summer and fall schedule, and there'll be a show here almost every week, if not two, throughout the summer and the fall. Go to hermitwoods.com/music, and you'll see all of the upcoming listings if you want to see another show here. It is a listening room, so if you do have your phone on you and the ringer's on, please take a moment to check and make sure your ringer's off so we don't have any phone calls during the show. And we do ask that you remain quiet during the performance and really give an opportunity for you and the artist to appreciate one another in the performance. So I'm going to start by bringing Katie up. Again, Katie Dobbins is our host for our Songwriter Roundup, and she's put together the format for this show. We're calling it the Living Room Sessions. It's a really another unique opportunity from Katie to not only hear beautiful music from the artists that are going to be here on stage today, but also learn a little bit about those artists and what their background is and how they came to be here tonight. So I'm really excited to see the program. So thank you. Let me bring Katie to the stage, and she'll take it from there. Come on up, Katie.
Well, thank you so much, Bob. Give it up for Bob Manley. Hi, how are you all doing? Good. Well, thank you so much for joining us in the middle of the week on a Wednesday night. I'm going to open up the show with a few songs of my own before I bring our honored guests on stage with me. And this first song is a song that it's actually the opening track of my latest record. It's called Photograph the Stars, and it's about just being in the moment, because that's the best way to be. And the best way to capture something is by being present in that moment, because a photograph never does it quite justice. So this is Photograph the Stars. It's one of those nights, so dark outside, I wish I could hide, but thank God for the moon. Oh, I wish that you could see this. Every time I try to photograph the stars, I'm left with nothing but a picture of the darkness. Seems the only way to capture the light is to look with my own eyes, hold it in my mind. I invite you to come, I invite you to come and see this. It's one of those nights, my dreams burn so bright, I'm feeling inspired by this moon. Oh, I wish that you could see this. Every time I try to photograph the stars, I'm left with nothing but a picture of the darkness. Seems the only way to capture the light is to look with my own eyes, hold it in my mind. I invite you to come, I invite you to come and share this. Come see this light, it burns so bright. Come see this light, it burns so bright. try to photograph these stars, I'm left with nothing but a picture of the dark. The only way to capture these lights is to look with my own eyes, hold it in my mind. I invite you to come, I invite you to come. Home's where the heart is, 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 home's where the heart is. And you built me a home with no walls meant for keeping me in. There's no roof to stop me from soaring. There's no locks on these doors, they are always open, and this foundation is firm in my bones. You built me a home, you built me a home. And when I'm alone, I'm not alone. I'm never alone in this home. 'Cause you built me a home with no shades, so the sun always shines, and there's no insulation. Our warmth is inside. There's one thing you made sure of, that's that we always had light. We have a light in this home, light in this home. And when we have nothing, well, we still have everything. There's no such thing as nothing in this home. 'Cause you built me a home with no borders, no property lines. There's no taxes we owe on this beautiful life. And if home's where the heart is, thank you for living in mine. I love this home, I love this home. Home's where the heart is, home's where the heart is, home's where the heart is. You can sing this with me if you're not in the middle of a big bite of food. Here we go. Home's where the heart is, 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 home's where the heart is. Thank you. Thank you so much. I tricked you. I played 2 songs. I said I was just going to do 1. Did you like the surprise? That second song is also on my latest record, and that's called Home Without Walls. And I picked it thematically because our guests this evening, I don't know if you know this, but they are in the middle of a cross-country tour. And so I was thinking about them living out of their van. And even tonight when I was talking to them, they were like, we don't know where we're staying yet tonight. So they're going to stay with me. Yay. But I was thinking about them living out of their van and just how, like, yeah, home isn't necessarily always in one place. Sometimes it's in a lot of places. And really when it all comes down to it, it's just about the people that we get to share our lives with. So I'm going to play just a couple more before I bring our guests up. This next song is not on a record. It's actually not released yet, but I wanted to play it tonight. It's a song called Trailblazers, and it's about, I wrote it for friends of mine that are madly in love, and they got married, and they hiked the Appalachian Trail and did all this traveling together, and so I wrote it for them, but for tonight, I wanted to dedicate it to Lance and Lea, because you're like so in love and you're so cute. So this is Trailblazers. I can still remember the city lights and the neon signs and the bad jokes that you told the night we met. I thought I might reject you, but I just couldn't forget you. Every mile between us was worth it in the end. 'Cause we were trailblazers, driving down those roads, and we were love chasers 'cause we knew each other's worth. We were stargazers every chance we got alone. We were joking about how far this thing could go. And we were trailblazers. Yeah, we were trailblazers. The months they dragged by as I waited to have you by my side, maximized every second that we had. Road tripping across country, I held your hand beside me. Baby, I don't think I've ever felt so free. When we were trailblazers on that open road, we were life chasers. What's ahead we'd never know. We were stargazers every chance we got alone. We were joking about how far this thing could go. Yeah, we were trailblazers. Yeah, we were trailblazers. The years they've flown by with schools and jobs in Tennessee skies. But baby, I love this life we made. Camping in the wilderness, walk 100 miles, push our limits wherever we are. You're my favorite place. 'Cause we are trailblazers on this open road, and you're my heart racer, the best love I've ever known. If I'm a dream chaser, I don't have to chase no more. 'Cause you are my forever, don't you know? Forever trailblazers on these open roads, and we are life chasers. What's ahead we still don't know. We are stargazers every chance we get alone. And I can't wait to see how far this goes. 'Cause you're my trailblazer, forever trailblazer. Oh, we are trailblazer. And you're my heart racer. Thank you so much. That song does exist on YouTube. If you're a YouTuber, I did a little demo of it out of my home studio, and I released it, little music video of it, so you can find it there. Myself and Lance and Lea, we're all on social media, and I would love it. We would all love to stay connected with you guys, so please find us, Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, wherever you like to listen to music, add us to your playlists, and we'd love to stay connected so that you know when we're all playing next. Well, they're going to be all over the place next. They're all over the country. But I play here a lot. I'm from Guilford, right down the street. So I'm in the Lakes region, and maybe you'll come back someday. All right. Well, I just have one more song for you. This is one of my newer singles. I've been recording at Rocking Horse Studio in Pittsfield, New Hampshire. And I wrote this song inspired by the ocean and just the awe and wonder of the one who created it all. And so this is a song called Wild. like a wave crashing on the shore. You're breaking walls down around my heart. Like a rushing wind, you're coming into my world, painting it with colors I've never seen before. You're wild. Your love is louder than any sound when you move. You send my heart out running like a fool. I think I'm wild like you. I hear your voice whisper in my mind. You're telling me leave the shore behind. There's greater things than I can see. All I know is there's something about you that makes me wanna go. You're wild. Your love is louder than any sound when you move. You send my heart out running like a fool. I think I'm wild like you. I'm wild like you. Show me probable impossibilities. Wanna see everything from your perspective. I wanna fly to places beyond reality. Let's go where the clouds meet the sea. There are no limits here. My heart has been set free. You're wild. Your love is louder than any sound when you move. You send my heart out. I'm running like a fool. I think I'm wild like you. I'm wild like you. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running to you. I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running, I'm running to you. 'Cause your love is wild. Thank you. Thank you so much. I want to say thank you again for being here. We know there's so many places you could be in the middle of the week on a Wednesday night, and you chose to come out and support a local winery, a local business, a local artist, a touring duo, and we really, really appreciate it. So thank you so much for your support, and thank you, Bob Manley, for championing original music, and all of the owners at the winery for having this space for us to perform and for people to come listen. It's truly magical. And thank you for supporting our original music this evening. So round of applause for everybody. And I would like to introduce this touring duo, Lance and Lea. We actually Bob and I had a phone call or a Zoom call with them maybe a year and a half ago, trying to get them up here. And we were supposed to have a show, and life of a touring artist, van broke down, but we're so happy that we finally are putting it on. So this show is like a year and a half in the making, so it's very special. Please welcome to the stage this amazing musicians, Lance and Lea. So, when we talked about doing this show, we thought we would try something a little different. And since they're doing so many cool things, we thought we would talk to them a little bit about all the cool things they're doing, and also mix in a little bit of music. So, welcome to the living room session part of the show.
Yay!
The reason we came up with living room is because you guys are touring cross country right now, and you do a lot of house concerts. And you were like, yeah, we love that backyard living room feel. And so we were like, well, we can do that. We can be a living room. How'd we do? Okay?
Oh, this is awesome.
Incredible.
Seriously, thanks so much for having us. This is, it's amazing, really.
Yeah.
So,
Thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is awesome. Wow, how are you guys doing out there tonight? Happy Wednesday.
All right, so let's get to know y'all a little bit.
Yes, let's do
So this is Lance and this is Lea. Just kidding. No, but you are individuals, but you're also a duo. So I am interested in when you became a duo, how you became a duo, and what it's like making music together versus like what each of your individual background story is, how you grew up. Okay, this is a lot of questions. Okay, when you grew up, how did you each get into music, and then how did y'all meet and start making music together, and how does it feel different? All in 30 seconds. Just kidding.
Well, we grew up very opposite of each other, actually. Lance grew up in Texas.
Yep.
I grew up kind of a combination of Ohio and Colorado. And I was born in an Amish family, so with no electricity, no car. And the only instrument I had for a long time was my voice. And then Lance, on the other hand, grew up in Texas, came up through the blues rock scene. So our joke is always kind of about, I grew up singing in church and he grew up singing in the clubs.
That's right. Yeah, actually, when I was 13, my parents dropped me off to a Metallica show, so that was a first. And I know my mom is watching right now, so she's going to get a kick out of it.
What's up, Mom?
But we survived, and yeah, that was kind of I started up with, rock and roll and AC/DC, Guns N' Roses, those kind of bands, so.
So yeah, I mean, it's just, we were both writing songs in Nashville and met, and we'll get into some of this during our show, but we just had that instant chemistry.
Yep.
And been doing it ever since.
Yeah, we basically met at an event called CRS in Nashville, which is basically a country radio seminar that they have at a hotel down there once a year. It's where all the radio stations come together and a bunch of artists come together. And we were just walking by each other, and literally we just locked eyes and said, the first words were, "Do I know you?" And that was we've been going 11 years on that, so that worked out. And we just got married, actually, in September,
Yes.
so we're excited about that. Thank you.
All right, so coming from very different musical backgrounds, then what was it like merging and finding your own sound as a duo together?
So it's interesting. It took time. Obviously writing was kind of the first thing that brought us together, because when we first met, we said, you know what, we should write together. That was the next thing we said. Mm-hmm. And about a month later, we got together to write, and we wrote probably 4 or 5 songs just in a couple hours, and they were just kind of coming through us. And that's kind of how it started, was a creative connection. And I bring this up because we wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote and wrote. And I think we've written almost 1,000 songs together.
Wow.
And so, but it just, it's just what we love to do, and that's what we do when we're home. And as far as sound-wise, records just kind of would come through us. The songs would come through us, and we just let go and let go and let God, which is a big thing for us. And the songs would just come through us, and we said we picked the ones that we feel the most drawn to, and that's kind of how the sound kind of started. And it actually started with more love songs, I would say, at the beginning.
That's so cute.
Yeah, and we still do write love songs, but it's just interesting because coming from a rock band, I never thought I'd be playing. The songs we'd be writing would be like real slow ballad love songs, but it just.
So do you still get a little rock in there sometimes?
Well, actually, yeah.
Trust me, he does. Yeah.
I push it in there as much as I can. So. But anyway, to answer your question, long form, each record is kind of its own thing with what is coming through us at that time in our lives, and that's what and what songs really speak to our hearts that we want to record. So, and that's what we make our sound essentially.
So cool.
Yeah.
So
Instead
cool.
of thinking about it like we should do this and merge that. Instead, it's just what do we get blessed with song-wise, and then go from there. So.
Just kind of what happens naturally is
Yeah.
what ended up being our sound, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I love that.
Blending
You inspire one another.
Yes.
And there's like a whole new sound comes out when you write together.
Exactly.
That's cool. All right. Well, should we play them a song?
I think so.
We're going to do, I know I said that we're all about the original music. I love that this venue supports original music, but during this portion of the night, we're going to play a couple songs you might actually know. These are cover songs, and this first one is Free Fallin'. I just sprung that on you. Can we do Free Fallin'?
Sure. Okay. Let's do Free Fallin'. You guys, I know you all know Free Fallin', right? So feel free to sing along.
Yeah. I'm going to pretend I'm a drummer.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, in America too. She's a good girl, is crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and her boyfriend too. It's a long day, living in Reseda. There's a freeway running through the yard. I'm a bad boy, 'cause I don't even mess up. I'm a bad boy, breaking her heart. Now I'm free. I'm free falling. Now I'm free. I'm free falling. All the vampires walking through the valleys, they move west down Ventura Boulevard. And all the bad boys, where they're standing in the shadows, and the good girls, well, where they're home with broken hearts. Now I'm free. I'm free falling. Now I'm free. I'm free falling. Oh yeah. Free falling now. I'm free falling. Free falling now, I'm free falling. I wanna glide down, help me out if you know it, over Mulholland. I wanna ride her name in the sky. I'm gonna free fall out into nothing. I'm gonna leave this world for a while.
Everybody now.
Now I'm free. time now.
Now I'm free. I'm free falling. Now I'm free. I'm free falling.
Oh, yes, I am.
How about Miss Katie Dobbins over here? Just a woman of many talents. Y'all make some noise.
That was so fun. When I thought about the format of this show, I secretly just really wanted to be part of their little duo. So I'm like, let's do a couple of songs together.
You're in now.
Thank
we
you
might
so
have room
much.
in the
That was
van.
fun.
We might have room in the van.
Yeah,
so-
you
In the
wanna-
van?
Yeah.
Do you want to be our drummer?
Yes, I'm in. I've always wanted to go on a road trip.
You won't get
cross
back
country.
till November, but
That's fine.
okay.
You'll be
Small-
fine here, right?
Small commitment.
Oh, sorry. Wait, no, I gotta be here.
Bob's panicking.
Wait. Okay, but you guys are living out of your van pretty much right now. You're in a
Yep.
cross-country
Yes,
tour.
ma'am.
How did this whole thing start? Because this is tour number 4, is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is tour number 4. Well, these tours started back in 2020 when the pandemic actually hit. We were busy playing downtown Nashville like 5 to 7 nights a week, and woke up to the old email one morning saying there were no more gigs. So I'll kind of shorten my story here because we're going to talk about this in our show. But yeah, that's basically what inspired us getting out and starting these backyard tours. And we've been doing it ever since. The first tour we did was like 30 shows in 60 days, I think. And then by the following year, it had already grown to, I think, over 80 shows in 4 months. And then by last year, we did 6 months and 100 shows. So it's just been a busy couple of years. And it's been just one of the greatest blessings of our lives to get back out and play live music. So thank you guys for having us.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, guys.
So life on the road, I'm sure it's not easy, and we're so glad that you joined us. And I do want to take a second to just let you know, or bring your attention to a little card that you might have seen on your table. It says, "Are you feeling tipsy?" It's a wine pun because we're at a winery. And also, if you like this show, we hope that you're having a great time already. And they haven't even started their full-on set yet. But if you like this show, we would really appreciate donations of any amount. We really try to keep the tickets low because we want people to just come enjoy the music, but we appreciate anything above and beyond that you would like to give, and the majority of those tips are going right to our guest artists. So please consider that. There's a PayPal, Venmo, and then if you are old-fashioned and you like that cold hard cash, there's a tip jar over there on the corner of the bar, so you can visit that after the show. So just a little plug. Want to support you guys on the road as much as we can.
Thank you, Katie.
Yes, thank you. So when you're on the road, you're still doing all this other stuff, right? You're songwriting, you're promoting, you're like recording maybe. I don't know. How do you balance it all and also find time to like date each other and also find time to explore all these like rad places that you're visiting?
What a great question.
Thank you.
I'm going to let you take this one.
You want me to take it?
Yes.
You know, honestly, it's balancing the career with, you know, the music and songwriting. That's the one thing that kind of can be a little different on the road, because depending on where you're staying, you may not be in a place that you can write. I mean, you're in your van, but at the same time, you could be next to someone, and it's a little more difficult. So the songwriting thing it can be a little bit frustrating in a way. We have to really like focus on that in order to write. Otherwise, you leave and you come back 6 months later and you're like, well, I've written 20 songs or something instead of, 200. And so that's with that. But as far as our relationship, You know, it is.
Getting personal.
I got to tell you, it's been such a journey for us because we really have to sit down and make time for each other outside of music. And we literally have to cut it off at certain times at night and just say, you know, it's 8 o'clock, it's 7 o'clock, whatever it is, and now we're just going to, you know, be a couple, be together. Because everything that we do and all the decisions we make, it all flows through each of us. And so, and we run our own business, and it's just, it's been a learning kind of curve for that, I would say.
Yeah.
And even, honestly, even at home, you have to do it because you would think, you know, spending so much time together, you would, oh, you're always together, you're always getting to hang out. But really, when you're doing your career and your art and everything, it's not the same as being a couple and being close. And, you know, so anyway, that's really
that's
what I have
good.
to say about that.
Good
yeah.
advice for all of us, really.
Yeah.
Balance, work-life balance, relationship balance.
I think you have to because that's the most important thing, really, is our relationship. It's more important than anything.
Yeah.
And that's something that we've known from the beginning, but yet you really know it. You know, the longer you do it together, you really realize, you know.
And what a blessing to get to do it together. I
Oh,
love
yeah.
it.
It's amazing.
It is.
So other than Meredith, New Hampshire, what do you have a favorite place that you've been to
Oh,
Well, yes,
other
Meredith
than
is,
here?
Meredith is
obviously.
obviously at the top. Well, one of my favorite places is Tucson, Arizona.
I would say one of my favorite. You mean where we played or just visited?
Yeah,
Just like places to visit in the country.
in the
I
country.
think.
Okay.
Tucson, Arizona for me. Amazing food, amazing people. I have like an obsession with the desert. I don't know where it comes from, but I just love it. I love cactuses and the wildness of it all. So Tucson is one of my favorites of all the places we've been.
I would say, well, Austin, Texas. I went to school at UT, so I'm kind of partial to that. You know, UT Austin. Anyway, not Tennessee, but nothing against Tennessee. But we actually play them in football this year, which is pretty cool. But Austin is great. But really, aside from that, I think Santa Monica, California is really, really great.
Good
And
one.
it's just because, you know, you go, everybody's like, oh my gosh, California, everybody has their views and everything. But you get by the water, and once you get past Los Angeles and you just get by the water, and if you can stay on that highway right there, it's just beautiful, and the ocean air just cleanses you, and the energy is totally peaceful, and
It's
so
wonderful.
yeah, I would say Santa Monica all the way up to Malibu, and then all the way, honestly, all the way to past Arroyo Grande, and that whole coast is.
And there's so much good food there. We're kind of foodies. Like a lot of our favorite areas are based around food. I will say Montana is incredible, but not for the food, just the view, the views. The views are insane in Montana, but yes.
Yeah.
I'll end on
So I highly recommend following them on Instagram or Facebook because they're always posting these gorgeous photos of where they are, and it's always just like leaving me like, oh, someday. But I love following you guys, seeing all your travels. It's really, really fun.
I got to add to Montana that we did have some phenomenal smash burgers that our hosts made for us.
Oh, yeah.
So if you guys are watching, those were incredible.
Yeah.
There's just not a lot of like, you know, restaurants as you're driving. You don't really go there for the restaurants. You go there for the views.
And
anyway.
I have to add.
I've heard that about Colorado too.
Yes, especially if you get outside the city. Yeah, I would definitely say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to add, because people are always asking about people and how how it is in different parts of the country. Because when we left, it was during COVID and every the tension or whatever online. You watch the news and it's just like it's the end of the world, and it's like that all the time. But I got to tell you, on the tour, since we've been doing these tours, we've met nothing but good people. We've never had a negative experience, literally, like on the entire 4 years we've been touring, hundreds and hundreds of shows.
Yeah.
So it just says a lot about the people in the U.S., and it's just
A lot of good people out there.
yeah, because you can watch TV and it gets you like, oh, everything's falling apart and all this, but the people are great. There's so many great people. There are things that obviously happen that aren't great, but we choose to see the good, and you have to do that on the road, otherwise you'll just go crazy, and you'll just
Yeah,
fight and fight
true.
and fight. So yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I know that we're going to learn a lot more about you when you take over the stage and sing your songs and tell more of your story, but can I be part of the band for one more song?
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna move over to the piano.
I just got to say, how amazing was Katie's way too short set before we came up here. Y'all make some noise for Katie.
Thank you.
You're awesome. And I love that song you dedicated to us.
Yeah, thank you. It hit my heart, man.
I know.
Seriously.
I wish I could play piano like you.
You can fit a piano in the van, right? Teach yourself. At least a keyboard.
I'm thinking about all the empty spaces in there, and I think there's maybe 2 empty spaces that this is my planner side of me, but I'm like, we were packing the van, and I literally told Lance, I was like, if we don't keep this like section right here, we're not gonna have anywhere to put groceries when we go get food. It will just be on the floor. Anyway.
All right.
All right. You ready, Katie?
I am.
Okay.
I was waiting for the beat. Okay, here we go.
Heading down south to the land of the pines. I'm thumbing my way to North Carolina. I'm staring up the road and pray to God I see headlights.
I made it down the coast in 17 hours, picking me a bouquet of dogwood flowers. I'm hoping for a rally, I can see my baby tonight.
Here we go. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. I'm running from the cold. Up in New England, I was born to be a fiddler in an old-time string band. My baby plays a guitar, I'll pick a banjo now.
North country winters keep getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. But I ain't turning back to living that old life no more.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. Take it, Lance. To the south, out of Roanoke, I caught a trucker out of Philly, had a nice long talk. But he's headed west from the Cumberland Gap to where? Tennessee, and I
Gotta get a move on before the sun. I hear my baby calling my name, and I know that he's the only one. If I die in New Hampshire, at least I will die free.
So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Y'all sing it with us. Oh, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, mama, rock me. One more time, here we go. Rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. Hey, mama, rock me. Y'all sounded good singing along. I think I heard like a fourth harmony in there or something. Do we have like some singers in the house? Is that what's going on? Got some secret singers in the house.
Well, thank you so much. That was really fun. Thank you all. Actually, I can't see. Thank you for letting me be part of the band.
Yes, thank you. My gosh. You're awesome.
I'm going to get out of the way because I don't know about you guys, but I want to hear more of these guys, yeah? All right.
Thanks, guys.
Give us 1 second to do a quick turnaround, and they're going to grace us with some more music. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Katie. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Kate. Thanks, Jack.
I should have hired some dancers for the intermission. Would anyone like to volunteer? Do a little jig?
How you feeling?
All right, how y'all doing? Still good? Yeah? Did you enjoy intermission? Good. All right, well, you know him, you love him. Give it up for Lance and Lea.
Thanks again, Katie. What's up, you guys? Man, we're so excited to be out here with you guys tonight. This has just been, like Katie mentioned earlier, we've been looking forward to this for a little over a year now since we first had the idea to come up here and kick off our tour. So, pretty exciting.
I know you say you got some demons. You gotta be the one to face them. And I've been trying to stay patient. And all the hidden stuck emotions, the undercurrent of an ocean, not gonna let it all pull me down. Well, it won't be long, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. It won't be long, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I no longer belong to all your rights and all your wrongs, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Yeah, you're going through some changes. You gotta watch it while you're blaming. I'm not just here to hang my heart around. Your head is full of lots of reasons. Well, darling, maybe you should leave it. Don't let me be the one to let you down. It won't be long, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. It won't be long, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I no longer belong to all your rights and all your wrongs, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. Well, it won't be long, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. That's right. It won't be long, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, when I no longer belong to all your rights and all your wrongs, you're gonna miss me when I'm gone. When I'm gone, when I'm gone, I can't keep holding on. Yeah, I know it won't be long. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Well, I know we already told you guys we're Lance and Lea, but this is Lance, everyone. He's from Texas. I'm Lea. I'm from Colorado, and we've been making music together now for 11 years. Hard to believe it's been 11 years. Time really does fly when you're having fun.
That's right.
But anyway, we have any of y'all ever been to Texas or Colorado? Just curious.
Ooh, all right.
Okay. Almost everyone in the room. I would say, do we have anyone here from Texas or Colorado? But I feel like there's kind of a slim chance of that. Anyway, this is our first time in New Hampshire, you guys, and man, what a warm welcome we've
Seriously,
gotten.
thank you guys. This is so
It has
awesome.
just been the most warm welcome, the most wonderful hospitality. Thank y'all so much. We will never forget our first time in New Hampshire. It's been wonderful.
Absolutely. Bob, thank you too, man. This is a beautiful venue that you
Yeah.
have. It's a special night tonight.
Thanks for sharing it with us.
man.
We stayed out at Paul Tucson State Park. I definitely butchered that name. There's no doubt in my mind I butchered it. Last night we stayed there, and we did get in really late, but this morning we woke up to an incredible view. It's just beautiful. Beautiful up here. Anyway, speaking of Texas, since we have our very own Texan on stage tonight, looking like a Texan with that cowboy hat, it took us 9 years to finally write a song. We wrote a song about Texas when we were at the 9-year mark, and ever since we rewrote that first song about Texas, I don't know what happened, but can't seem to stop writing songs about Texas. So this one's off of our Songs from the Road album. It's called Texas Tonight.
Some peace of mind out in this world. I get lost sometimes, and things are heavy, but my heart is light. I'm going home to Texas tonight, to that Lone Star sky. Turn these wheels down 35 and put the pedal to the metal, 'cause I gotta be in Texas tonight. The friendly people, the cowboy songs, yeah, it all makes me feel like I belong. Sun is hotter and the food tastes better, and every day I miss it when I'm gone. That Lone Star sky and the Austin light, it's a feeling I get crossing that state line. I'm gonna turn these wheels down 35 and put the pedal to the metal, 'cause I gotta be in Meredith tonight. That Lone Star sky and the Austin lights, it's a feeling I get crossing that state line. I'm gonna turn these wheels down 35 and put the pedal to the metal, 'cause I gotta be in Texas tonight. Yeah, put the pedal to the metal, 'cause I gotta be in Meredith tonight.
Man, you guys are awesome. Well, I know we talked a little bit about this before the show, but yes, we are out on a 6-month tour. We just kicked it off 2 weekends ago in Nashville. And so this is kind of still the beginning of the tour. And this night in Meredith is actually technically kind of like the first night of the tour, because we're officially living in the van. So the first 2 weekends, the first 2 weekends of shows were in Tennessee. So we kind of cheated and went back home and slept in our own bed, because you do that when you know you're going to be in the van for 6 months. You squeeze every last drop out of that, those nights that you can still sleep in your own bed. But yeah, so this is this is kind of the unofficial kickoff, I guess you could say, out here tonight. So we're very excited. So, you know, Lance and I have been doing these tours now for 4 years, getting out, playing these backyard, what we call backyard tours. That's how it started, and now it's building into more and more venues. We're very excited because this year, for the first time, we've gotten booked on some fairs and festivals. We'll be flying our band in for the shows, which is incredible. We're so excited. But there's just some kind of a feeling that happens when you get out on the road and the wheels start turning. And you get out into some of the more wide open spaces and I don't know, something happens in your chest. It's like your free spirit kind of wants to come out to play a little bit. And you're just out there, you feel a little untethered from the rest of the world. There's times it can feel a little lonely, but you're just kind of like a tumbleweed tumbling along from place to place. This one's called Tumbleweed.
Traveled for miles, thriving on the freedom that's only in the wild. From place to place, I find my way, just following the fence lines. The desert hills and cactus quills are all good friends of mine, 'cause I was born to run, running's in my blood. Tumbleweed. I've seen so many faces I hate to leave behind, but that's just how God made me, and I know that I'll survive. And sometimes I get lonely, and sometimes I lose track of days and nights, lows and highs, hellos and goodbyes, 'cause I was born to run, running's in my blood, following the sun. It's always been enough, with my heart open, unbroken. Home is anywhere the wind is blowing me. Like a tumbleweed.
Thank y'all so much. Man, it's been such a wonderful evening already, and I feel like it's going to go by so fast. But, you know, deep breath. We're just going to come here together, try to get in the moment, and not rush through this. Well, I know we talked a little bit about these tours that Lance and I have been doing, and I kind of mentioned this in the interview, but we had the idea at first to do the backyard tours when the pandemic hit, because, like I said, it put us out of work. At first, we were busy playing, like I said, 5 to 7 nights a week downtown Nashville. Have any of y'all ever been to Nashville? All right. So we got that dreaded email saying that everything was shut down and there were no more gigs and all that. And it took Lance and I a couple months, I think it was, but we were just brainstorming a lot, and we were writing a lot of songs, and we had this idea one day. We were sitting in our little studio there in our apartment in Nashville and drinking green tea, just living on the edge. And we had this idea. We thought, you know, what if we got some kind of a little camper, and what if we just brought all our gear with us and hit the road and brought the music right to the people and did, like, you know, outside backyard shows. And we thought, you know, it's either going to work or it's going to be a big flop because of the timing. And it turns out everybody was just as ready for live music as we were. And the very first tour we did, we called it the socially distant but emotionally close live music experience. And we did that one in 2020. And like I said, it was like 30 shows in 60 days. And we were pulling a tiny little camper behind our Mazda that Lance barely fit in.
Yep, still
I think
remember that.
your head and your feet touched when you laid in the bed.
Yep,
So
I sure did.
it was quite the adventure. We were up in Illinois. We got snowed on, and we called the little camper Little Wild Sage. She did great. And then by the following year, it had already grown to over 80 shows, and we upgraded Little Wild Sage to a 1982 Class C Ford Honey RV. And I'm just curious if we have any vintage lovers here tonight. Any vintage lovers? Okay, well, if you know anything about vintage, you'll know that we spent about as much time in the mechanic shop as we did in that honeybee. And but it was the greatest adventure of our lives. We did 24,000 miles, 4 months on the road, over 80 shows, and just from coast to coast. It was incredible. On that tour, we met. We wrote a song about the tour. We were playing in Houston, Texas, and I was telling everyone how we're going 24,000 miles in the honeybee. That's what we call the RV. And a guy in the audience kind of pipes up from the back, and he was like, "Hey, that sounds like a song." And Lance and I are never ones to turn down chances at writing songs.
So right there on the spot.
Yeah, we wrote it.
We're going 24,000 miles
In the honeybee. So we wrote the song in the middle of the show in Houston, Texas, and we put it on our record, our Songs from the Road record. And we thought we'd share it with you guys tonight, because although we're not traveling in the honeybee anymore, she could only make it for one tour, bless her. She's retired since. The way this song depicts our tours that we've been out doing, it really depicts, it kind of paints the picture so well of how things go and just the vibe. So we thought we'd share it with you guys tonight, but the only thing with this song is it requires a little crowd participation. Are y'all up for some crowd participation? All right. I know it's a Wednesday night, but I feel like we got good energy going in here tonight. So
Yeah, we do.
all you gotta learn is the hook of the song, which you've already heard once, but let's try it together a couple times so we're all comfortable with it. Here we go.
Yeah, we'll play it for you one more time. Here it goes. We're going 24,000 miles in the honeybee.
Pretty easy. Let's try it again together. Here we go.
I'll count you in. Don't be shy now. I know it's Wednesday. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going
24,000 miles in the honeybee.
Whoa.
I mean, usually we have to do that 3 times at least, but I feel like we're good to go.
We're good to go. Yeah, that was amazing.
So every time we get to the hook of the song, I'll give you guys a little cue like this so you know it's coming and we can all sing it together. Here we go.
We got some songwriters in the crowd. I think.
Singers, songwriters.
Going 24,000 miles in the honeybee. And I don't know where we're gonna be. Could be Texas or Mississippi, as long as you are with me. I'll go 24,000 miles in the honeybee. Yeah, we'll do new things, see anything you wanna see. We'll chase our dreams and not get any sleep. Through Arizona, New Mexico, California, and Idaho.
Here it comes, y'all ready?
We'll go 24,000 miles in the honeybee. Coast to coast and winding roads, doing what we love to do most. Spreading love and live music to anyone who could use it. Going 24,000 miles in the honeybee. Hey. 2, 3, 4.
stop on the side of the road and pick some wildflowers. We'll take in every moment and make it ours. From Utah to New York City, living like two hippies. Here it comes. Going 24,000 miles in the honeybee. Y'all sound so good.
Well, the Honeybee was our vintage 1982 RV.
And it's been known to sometimes overheat many times. But when it breaks down, we don't panic. We just take it to the nearest mechanic so we can go.
So we can go
24,000 miles in a honeybee. Hey! Coast to coast, wine and rose. What we love to do most. Spreading love and our music to anyone who could use it. Going 24,000 miles in a honeybee. Hey, one more time.
It's all you.
Going 24,000 miles in the honeybee. Hey!
Wow. That was so awesome. By far the best crowd on the tour right now.
Yeah, that was the best crowd participation.
I'm not joking, seriously.
For sure, for sure. Cheers to you guys coming out and joining us on a Wednesday night. Cheers, y'all. I hope y'all are having a great Wednesday night out there tonight. Things are getting wild in Meredith, New Hampshire tonight. All right, so Lance is getting out his electric guitar. Can y'all handle a little electric guitar tonight? He's been playing that exact guitar since he was 13 years old. So what, like 10 years or something?
Yeah, 5 years.
Oh, you're going for 5 tonight? 5 years?
10
Okay.
years, yeah. 10 will work for tonight.
Oh. Get my guitar on here. So we've had this dream for a while now to make the album that we just finished up. It's a double album. It's an album that is reflective of both of our roots. So I mentioned this in the interview earlier that I grew up, I was born in an Amish family. It was primarily gospel and country music that I listened to growing up. And for Lance, it was primarily blues and rock. And we thought, it'd be so cool to make a record that was reflective of that and maybe half country and half blues rock. But it's a double record is a pretty big undertaking. And I'm very happy to say that it has finally come into fruition, and we have a double album. It's called Boots and Blues. We have it in CD form on our merch table, and it's coming on vinyl in the next couple weeks, so we're pretty excited about it. We'll be playing some songs off of the country side of the record, as well as the blues rock. This one's off the blues side of the record. It's called Roll On.
Study hard, study fast. She'll make you cry, then make you laugh. Before you know it, boy, she's got the dice and she rolls them. You better stop and take a picture. One night without, she'll make you miss her. Your world is in her hand. She's got the dice and she rolls them. So roll on, baby, play your games. Yeah, you can play me all you want, all you need. I'll be right here, set me free. She'll love it.
Yeah.
It'll burn for a moment.
Once she gets in your mind, she's got the dice and she rolls them. So roll on, baby,
right
here, set me free.
Let's keep it going for a second.
How about that guitar playing by Mr. Lance Kotara? Smoking. Well, all I got to say about this next song is that I finally got my cowboy from Texas. He doesn't think he's a cowboy, but I call him a cowboy because, well, for one, he grew up in Texas, and he's definitely a guitar cowboy.
Hey, that's a new record name, Guitar Cowboy.
I like it.
Or a song. We got to write that one.
I like that.
What would this be, like a 50-way split, song split? I'm gonna write it together.
Yeah, if we all write it together tonight, yes. The Nashville publishers will love us. This is a song off our brand new double album, and it's called Cowboys from Texas.
I've met a lot of men in my time, from Hollywood jokers to New York stockbrokers, and none were worth a dime. Their high-grade educations ran me right out of patience. Gotta go down south where the Longhorns come out. There's just something about cowboys from Texas. It's just my type. With their beat-up trucks, Wranglers, and buckles, they can take me honky-tonkin' all night. Might get a little reckless underneath the lone star sky. Thank God he blessed us with cowboys from Texas. They sure know how to work with their hands, and a roping horse ain't that hard, not for a real man. And everything is bigger, from their hats down to you get the picture. They're sweet and they're tough, they know how to love. It's what this girl's dream of. Cowboys from Texas, it's just my type. With their beat-up trucks, Wranglers, and buckles, they can take me honky-tonkin' all night. Might get a little reckless underneath the lone star sky. Thank God he blessed us with cowboys from Texas. 'Cause I've been around this world, but there's only one kind of man for this girl, and it's a cowboy from Texas. He's just my type. With his dusty boots, we can two-step and scoot. You take me honky-tonkin' all night, might get a little reckless. Underneath the lone star sky, thank God he blessed us. You don't wanna mess with cowboys from Texas.
I know the answer to this next question, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Do we have any drinkers in the house? Any drinkers?
Anybody drinking anything? I mean, this is a winery, so.
It's funny. I don't know what happened. We got married and we started writing drinking songs. I don't know what's up with that. But we, I actually haven't drank in, I guess it's been 14 or 15 years. But I'm happy to say that I've drank enough for everybody in here, I promise. And I think that's why some of these songs come out, because of our past and things that we went through. And this is a drinking song. It's called Long Neck State of Mind.
And it is off of our new album as well.
It's been a long, hard week, working on my feet. Need an ice cold drink. What's it gonna be? A Pilsner or a lager? Doesn't really matter. A buzz is all I'm after. I'll be living in a long neck state of mind.
I'll put the bottle up to my lips. It's like magic every time. So if you're with me, take another sip and raise it up to the sky. We'll be up here loving, living in a long neck state of mind.
Well, I just got paid. Money in my wallet. The good times, they keep on a-calling. A Bud Light or a Honey. Dos Equis with a limey. In an hour I'll be somewhere living in a long neck state of mind.
I put the bottle up to my lips. It's like magic every time.
So if you're with me, take another sip
And raise it up to the sky.
We'll be up here loving, living in a long neck state of mind. That's right. I'll be living in a long neck state of mind. It feels good, baby, don't it? Riding an ice cold high. So if you're with me, take another sip and raise it up to the sky. We'll be up here loving, living in a long neck state of mind. We'll be up here loving, living in a long neck state of mind. We'll be up here loving, living in a long neck state of mind. Thank you.
Well, thank you all so much. You guys have just given us the warmest welcome here tonight. It's been such a wonderful, wonderful night here together. We got a few more songs for you guys. Is that okay? I did want to mention that we are on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. How many more can I name? Yes, we are on all the platforms. If you're enjoying what you're hearing tonight and you want to follow along with our journeys, just look us up on your favorite platform. We love connecting with people on there as well as in person. We try to get back to all our messages and all our comments. So just type in Lance and Lea, just like it says on that guitar up there. It's Lance and Lea. Well, this next song is another one off of the brand new album. It's a bit of a honky-tonk heartbreak song, I guess you could call it. We wrote this with our good friend and #1 songwriter, Mr. Jonathan Edwards, in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're excited about it. So we wanted to share it with you all tonight. It's called Heartbreak Hall of Fame. Chris, could I get possibly just a little more vocal for this one, please? Thank you.
Should've known better when you dropped a quarter, started playing George Strait and waltzed right over to me, singing oceanfront property. A two-step and two-time and rodeo king, turning heads, taking names every night of the week. Yeah, you sure made a fool out of me. You're in the Heartbreak Hall of Fame. Yeah, you've got a picture, you've got a frame. They should give you a medal for all the games you played, for memories that never seem to fade, and for love that just hangs on. Keeping account, girl, singing the same sad song. You're in a place where the best give love a bad name. In the Heartbreak Hall of Fame. Heartbreak, heartbreak. Sitting on bar stools and jukebox playing slow. His heart on the heart that's been cheated on and broke. That's leaving him lonely and walking away. It's gonna catch up to you someday. You're in the Heartbreak Hall of Fame. You've got a picture, you've got a frame. They should give you a medal for all the games you played, for memories that never seem to fade, and for love that just hangs on. Keeping account, girl, singing the same sad song. You're in a place where the best give love a bad name. You're in the Heartbreak Hall of Fame. Cigarette smoke and the neon lights just covered up those lying eyes and alibis. Now you're in the Heartbreak Hall of Fame, and you've got a picture, you've got a frame. They should give you a medal for all of the games you played, for pleasure that was never worth the pain, and for love that just hangs on. Keeping this count, girl, singing the same sad song. You're in a place where the best give love a bad name. You're in the Heartbreak Hall of Fame. Heartbreak, heartbreak. And darling, I'll never be the same. Heartbreak, heartbreak. You're in the Heartbreak Hall of Fame.
All right. Sometimes when you've written, I don't know however many songs we've written, but it can be hard to decide what we're going to play next. Sometimes we just kind of make the set list up as we go, but this next song is a love song. Do we have any lovers here tonight? I see you guys. I see you guys.
We got an ebb and flow to the set tonight. It's heartbreak and then love song right away. So that's what we're
Try to
doing.
keep a good balance.
don't trust the president, I don't watch the news. The whole world could go to hell, but I wouldn't lose. 'Cause I've got a woman who's queen of my heart. I feel like a king in her arms. And I don't go to Vegas, I don't gamble much, but I lay it all on the line for your love. And I don't live my life on a thin line of luck, but if I was betting, well, I'd bet on us.
Yeah, I'd go all in and I'd roll the dice. I know I would win for the rest of my life. There's something so priceless between you and I, something that money can't buy. And I don't play the races 'cause the odds don't add up, but I lay it all on the line for your love. And I don't live my life on a thin line of luck, but if I was betting, well, I'd bet on us. Well, I don't trust the president, I don't watch the news. The whole world could go to hell, but I wouldn't lose. Oh, and I thank God for you every day I wake up. And if I was betting, well, I'd bet on us. Yeah, if I was betting, well, I'd bet on us.
We got a yell on that one. I don't know who that was. But that's awesome. I always throw in a curveball for us every.
You do, don't you?
You know what I'm going for.
You love
don't
doing that. I know.
We can't come here and not at least play another blues song. We do have a whole blues side of the record. We got to do it. I'll try to play it on the acoustic. This was a little different without a full band, but we'll just give it a shot. This is our actually most recent single. Well, I've been waking up early, staying up late, always in a hurry, trying not to be late. For there's a woman, she's in my head, well, she's in my dreams, oh, she's in my bed. I kept saying things couldn't get better. I was wrong, just look at me now.
He's got a fire I cannot resist, and he's got a magic
Say what?
that's in his fingertips, and I gotta have it every day and every night.
Well, I kept saying things couldn't get better. I was wrong, just look at me now. passion,
and he's full of soul.
she takes me places I never could go. She really knows how to make a man feel like a man.
I kept saying things
Couldn't get better. I was wrong, just look at me now. Just look at me now. Just look at me now. Hey, just look at me now. Just look at me now.
Man, I wish I could play the guitar like that. It's so awesome. Well, you know, growing up for a lot of my life, I from about 13 years old on, I grew up in Colorado, and we had some of the most amazing and beautiful wildflowers in the world out there. And every year, me and my sisters, we'd go wildflower hunting, and we'd go try to find the most beautiful field we could find, and we'd go lay in it and dream and take pictures. And I thought to myself one day, you know, these wildflowers, they kind of remind me of the women in my life that I look up to. They're strong, they're beautiful, they're resilient. They just keep on growing and blooming even when the storms come and go. So I would like to dedicate this song tonight to our beautiful host, Katie Dobbins.
She is love, she is hope, she is grace, and she is power. She's a wild flower. She lets the days come easy, and when the storms arrive, she just keeps breathing in a meadow or the rocks. Yeah, nothing's gonna stop her from going. She is love,
She is hope, she is grace,
and she is power.
she's a wild
Flower.
and she changes with the seasons. And with an open heart, she keeps on dreaming. And if you crush her, she'll grow back with more strength than she's ever had in the great wide open. Yeah. And she's love, she is hope, she is grace,
And she is power.
she's a wild
Flower. To know her is
to love her.
if you're lucky enough to find her. She is love, she is hope, she is grace, and she is power. She's a wild flower.
And she's a sister, she's a friend, she's a child, and she's a mother.
She's a wild flower.
We just got 2 more songs for everybody. Is that okay? Can we play a couple more and that's it? Okay. I feel like we could play all night with you guys, man. This has just been such a great... You guys have been such a great crowd and audience for us, man. Such a warm welcome, honestly. And this next song is about letting go of the past. And I got to tell you, sometimes the past, you can hold the past on your back for a really, really long time. Things happen in life, and man, you can hold guilt on yourself or anger on other people. And like we always say, Lee and I, is just better just say let go, let God, because meanwhile, when you're holding all this stuff in, the other person's just moving on. And this song is about that. So if anybody's going through a tough time right now in a relationship or something you're letting go of, hopefully this song will give you the strength to move forward. 'Cause I'm ready for this. I'm not waiting my whole life for a kiss from you. Now it's time to lay my armor down. I'm ready to live. Forget the past and all we had. Forgive myself. 'Cause no one else can do it for me now. And it's time to move on. It's time to move on. I'm making a move. I'm running down the highway of where I choose to go. If I get lost, I'll find my way back home. And I'm ready to lose myself. Forget the past and not look back and wish you well. 'Cause all we have is right here and right now. That's right. And it's time to move on. Leave the past behind.
Well, gosh, I can't believe it's time for our last song of the night. Thank you all so much for being the best crowd ever here at Hermit Woods Winery. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much, Katie Dobbins. Thank you, Bob, and the whole team here. Thank you, Chris, for doing the sound so amazingly. You're awesome. We just appreciate all of you guys so much for spending your Wednesday evening with us. It really, really means the world. We will not forget our first time in New Hampshire. This has been incredible. We have one more song, like I said, and this is the title track off of our Great Big World album. We have our merch table over here. We got some tour t-shirts. We have bandanas. We have posters and stickers. We have CDs. We got 4 of our albums on CD. We even have our own custom soaps. What other band do you know that has their own custom soaps? Just saying. No, anyway, we'll be hanging out. If there's something you'd like to take home with you tonight to remember this amazing, magical night out here together, that would be awesome. But most of all, we would love it if you'd at least stop by and say hello before you leave. We love meeting people And we look forward to our next reunion. This one's called Great Big World.
Also wanted to bring up, we do have a mailing list. Let me
Yes, we do. It's hiding up here in the front. It's kind of down low there, but
if you guys want to have a even closer connection with us, it's really easy. Well, basically what we do is we send out when we're going to do the tours again, when we're coming to New Hampshire again, when we're playing, when we're having new releases, new songs.
That's right.
All you have to do to get on that is just text the word song to 55444, and that will get you on our mailing list. And we don't spam people. We just send out maybe an email every month.
That's right.
So yeah, this is up. We'll leave this up there, up here.
I'm wishing you the dreams that you can't find. I'm wishing you a heart full of sunshine. I'm wishing you the space that you need to grow.
I'm wishing your years full of laughter, the happiest of happy ever afters. I'm wishing you all the colors of a rainbow. There's a great big world to see, and we can go look at it, you and me. Even when the sky is gray, together we'll always find our way. Whatever you want, you can have it. A beautiful life full of magic. And if it gets heavy, I will carry the load so you can let it go. There's a great big world to see. We can go look at it, you and me. Even when the sky is gray, together we'll always find our way. There's a great big world to see, and we can go look at it, you and me. Even when the sky is gray, together we'll always find our way. Together we'll always find our way. There's a great big world to see. We can go look at it, you and me. Even when the sky is gray, together we'll always find our way.
Thank you so much for a wonderful evening out here together. Hermit Woods Winery. Thanks again, Bob. Thank you, Katie. You guys are amazing. Thank you to all of you for coming out, spending your Wednesday evening with us. We are Lance and Lea. Till next time.
Is it still on? Oh, good. I just wanted to give one more plug for these guys. Weren't they incredible? So good. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much for coming to Meredith, New Hampshire on your tour. We hope you'll come back. And please, if you like them and you want to support them on their tour, please consider making a donation of any kind. There's a QR code on your table. The old-fashioned tip jar is right over there. We really appreciate anything that you can do to help these guys follow their dreams and travel and share music and light and love with everybody that you're going to play for. Thank you, guys. Thank you all for coming. Have a great night. Get home safe.